What up, y'all? So as I'm looking at my blinds right now, there's people walking up. One of them's from my apartment building. The other, there's a group of people. They're walking up into the other building. And they look like they're seeing through this car in the background, I think. And one of them has a red shirt. Oh, they're gonna walk by me, I guess. Oh, and one of them I see synchronized all the time. Oh, wait, the red shirt one went in the other building, I think. They're walking up as this car is driving out of the parking lot, and there's somebody getting out of a white SUV at the same time, too, that they're walking up next to me. And then somebody else is walking up. They probably got out of a car synced. I don't know. And then the door is slamming in the hallway as these cars are synced, and then people laughing outside at the same time. But today, let me get to my story. Today, I was begging for help a bunch of times online because there's no jobs anywhere still, etc., etc. I was posting a bunch of times today, need help, anything helps, need help, anything helps. I was getting no help like all day, once again, and then finally somebody sent me $20, and then I couldn't get to it. Well, first of all, I go to the ATM. There's these two cars pulling up to it right as I walk up to it. And then this one passenger seat and goes up to the ATM, and then the other guy in the driver's seat goes up to the ATM. And then like this other car was pulling up behind him as I'm walking up to the ATM, and it was like gonna pull up behind him if I didn't run up behind him real quick. So I run up behind him, because otherwise they're just gonna waste a bunch of my time. Like, they're gonna have both cars, and then the first car is two guys going to the ATM, and then the second car is probably gonna take forever if I go behind that car. So I run up to butt in line, because fuck you. Like, they just always have a car going up to the ATM whenever I go up to it to waste my time. This one girl that I always see synced, she like walked back out and then walked back again, synced with these cars behind her. But so I go to the ATM, and then after their car in front of me gets through, then this guy's walking out synced with cars. He's running out now. Anyway, I go up to the ATM, and then I have like $19 and something in it, and the bank's closed, so I can't get to my money, or I can't get the cash out. And you need cash to go to the health food store that I always go to get groceries. You can't use a card there, so I need cash, and I can't get to it. So I'm like, fuck, I just need one more dollar, or a few more cents to get this cash out. Fuck. Because there's like a fee on the like somebody sent me $20. There's a fee for the instant Cash App, like instantly transfer it to your bank. So it's only 19 something, because I had 20 cents in my bank account before that. So I couldn't get to it, so I was just like, okay, I'll just walk all the way over to CVS, and I'll get these fucking sugary water bars that have sugar in them. I don't want them because it has sugar. I want to eat healthy shit, but this is all I can do right now, and I'm hungry, so I go walk over there, get the sugary water bars, and get some water, get a bottle of water. So I got that from CVS today, and then somebody else sent me $15 tonight. So now I have $18 in my bank account. Luckily the bottled water is on sale. It was only like $1. That's kind of cool. Do you hear these people talking? Is right as his cars pulling up and parking, and his cars driving out synced with it parking. But I could still use some help. Anything helps. And then before I left to go to CVS, there's this loud ass, obnoxious fire truck siren outside. And I was almost gonna record it, but then I'm like, nah, it's just a waste of time and energy right now. I just want to go get this fucking food. And then it was windy outside too. Like, I gotta go walk in the wind. 20 miles an hour wind. It's fucking cold outside. So that's just, every day is just, I go to the ATM, there's people pulling up, wasting my time. I go to the bank, there's people pulling in line in front of me, wasting my time. I go to the grocery store, there's people pulling in front of me, wasting my time and shit. There's nobody doing that at CVS. There usually isn't. Like, there's usually nobody there when I go there, barely, or like one customer maybe. But it's just fucked up. Like, I just beg for help all day, and then one person or like two people send me something, and then that's it. Like, I'm grateful for it, but like, it shouldn't be this hard to get help. It shouldn't be this hard to like reach out for help online. Like, it shouldn't be this hard to get a job. Like, I shouldn't even be online reaching out for help. I should have a job by now. It shouldn't be this hard to get a job, and then it shouldn't be this hard to get help if I don't have one. Like, it just shouldn't. It just should not be this hard. And I can't panhandle, because if I do, then they come up and harass me. Like, one time I panhandled, this guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna call the cops. And then another time I did it, and this guy was like, I'm a cop. You can't panhandle, it's illegal. So like, if I panhandle, I get harassed by the cops, or maybe get a ticket or whatever. I don't know what do they give you a ticket or something? I don't know. I've just gotten warnings before, but it's like, it's illegal to panhandle, so I can't do that. So I just gotta go online and panhandle, but then nobody hears me. It's just crickets. It's just like I'm like shadow banned or some shit. I don't know. Or people just scroll past it. They can't even share my Cash App, which, like, I don't, whatever. But I would. If I saw someone posting 100 times a day, need help, I would probably repost their Cash App. Me personally, that's just me. I've done it before. I've shared people's Cash Apps and shit. It's not hard to do. You just click share, and then it doesn't hurt you at all. It's just, you just go about your day, and I don't know why it's so hard for me to get to, like, I gotta post 100 times like that to even get help, it seems, because nobody helps me until I do that. It's like, if I post it one time and then just leave it, nobody will help me. But then if I post it 100 times, somebody might help me. It seems that way. Based on the times when I've done it one time and the times when I've done it 100 times. So it's like I wasted the whole day basically just like posting that. And then I get $35, which thank you for the $35 to the people that sent it. But I'm saying I need more than $35. Like, it helps right now, you know, but like, you know what I mean. And then especially if I want to go to the health food store and use cash, I need to get it out of the ATM because the bank's closed. And then the grocery store is closed on Sundays, so I was trying to get it today before it's closed tomorrow, but that didn't happen, so it's fucked up, man. Like, it's just a whole year of this. And then when I upload videos on YouTube lately, it'll like drag it the fuck out. Like, it'll just like, it'll say 2 hours remaining for 3 hours straight, or for 4 hours straight. It'll say 1 hour remaining on the upload. It keeps doing that. And then other videos, it'll upload faster, but then like it'll just do that with certain videos. It'll just do that, and then you gotta keep YouTube open to keep uploading it too. So like, I'll put on like a podcast or something, and then it just like keeps dragging out. So I'm just sitting there waiting for it to upload for fucking 4 hours. It's like, damn, dude. There's this white SUV taking off, synced to these people walking by, and they got in their car synced and everything, and they walked out of the door of the building synced, and then it syncs with a car on the street as it's leaving the parking lot, and then that syncs with another car, and then there's a Domino's car driving out synced with them, and then they sync again at the intersection, and then there's a bunch of other cars that are synced driving out. And then the white SUV like backed up and drove forward again as he's leaving the parking lot. Or wait, that's a different car. Never mind. Different car took off out of the parking lot. He also looked synced. And then the people that walked out synced. They're getting in the car and they're going to do it synced. But yeah, there was the loud-ass, obnoxious fire truck siren. There's been a few sirens today. That was the craziest one, though. It was the one before I left to CVS. And then, after I got back, there was a train horn, like right after I got back, I think. And then a door just slammed in the hallway, and I think he was synced with this car leaving the parking lot, and there's a bunch of synced cars on the street. And it's just a fucking sync festation. There's been people walking by in the hallway a bunch of times synced up today, and slamming doors in the hallway synced up. It's just like every day, but it's been a bunch of times today. Because I've been inside all day, 'cause it's cold outside. And I see a bunch of synced cars outside right now. And what else? I don't know what else to say right now, I guess. It's just fucked up, though. I'm just trying to fucking live out here, man. I just really want to live and get my life together. That's all that I want, is just to get my fucking life together. There's people running up to this car and they're getting into it synced, and I hear footsteps in the hallway at the same time as they're getting into it synced with a bunch of cars on the street. And then he synced with another car on the street when he drove out. And then it synced with a bus, with like an aero bus. And then there's an engine sound synced, and there's another car that's probably synced. And there's the other aero bus, and it looks synced too with all these other cars on the street. And then there's more cars synced with the cars on the street. But yeah, it's like people just play with me like I've been looking for a job for a year. And it's just like, what the fuck? And then people just get off on it too. Like, I know people just like every time I post like need help on YouTube, there's people like clicking like. Like, it'll just have like a thumbs up, you know, like a like on it. People just click like and they don't send any money. And shit, and then leaving weird ass comments too, where they're like lying and shit. They're like, your grandma pays your rent or whatever. It's like, you don't know who pays my rent. That's not even accurate. So it's like people just play with me and like mock me and taunt me and shit and poke at me and fucking play with me and fucking jump in front of line at the ATM in the grocery store and shit and like waste my time all day and like get my hopes up about shit, like make me think that I'm gonna get a job and then I don't, purposefully probably, to like get my hopes up and then crash my hopes again or like whatever. There's all these people walking out, there's truck honking as they walk in front of the truck, and there's all these cars synced up with them walking out. And then there's another car backing up in the parking lot, leaving, synced with them, walking up. And they're gonna go on the door, synced. And a bunch of robot people. There's a bunch of cars synced. Bunch of stock-tarded robot people. So I'm just completely surrounded by a bunch of stock-tarded robot people. And I need help ASAP.